bunch of drone cells here.
What's that white thing in the bottom of the thing?
This is just a drone larva that got pulled out.
Okay.
He was just capped. So this has got a bunch of open brood on it. You can look at.
So is it natural for the comb to be dark like that, or is it?
It'll look like that after a couple of 3 years.
Okay.
Is it just because they lay drones in it, or will honey cells look that way dark too?
So it looks that way because of the cocoon, the leftover cocoon.
Yeah. From
The cocoon is dark, and so after they start laying brood in a cell, the leftover cocoon from the pupa stage isn't completely cleared out, and so that is why it'll generally start to turn dark after they raise brood in it. I have some honey frames that have just had honey in them for my honey supers, and they're still yellowy white.
Okay.
creamy color.
Yeah. So this is much better laying pattern here, right? So this is frame 2 of brood. This is going to be frame 3 of brood. It looks like this is partially capped. So there's kind of a little weirdness going on, but it's probably because this is probably earlier where they were putting in some pollen. So there's the queen right there.
Oh yeah.
So this is,
She is marked.
yep.
So this has brood in it, then it has some yellow like pollen and
Yep.
in there. It's just pollen that they're preparing to put.
So the pollen is typically kept next to the brood, the open brood.
Okay.
So the pollen's usually on the edges,
Yeah.
and that was frame 6, I think. You're holding. So you were asking about what color?
Yeah.
So she's very light in color. You see her here,
Oh yeah.
which is typical of an Italian flavor. She's a little narrower than others, but still got a nice long abdomen, and she's laying well. So we'll go ahead and put her back in.
Got brood.
Here, I'll hold it.
Some people feel uncomfortable.
So there,
See, there's the.
so that's
Stung my glove.
just completely almost edge to edge for brood.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry,
So-
I wiped it off.
Super laid.
What happened is when I held the leg or something.
Well, if she lays it all the way end to end, top to bottom, where are they going to put the nectar to?
Well, that's what our job here to do is to provide them some extra space.
Some suture.
So we're gonna see what they're doing down below, and then we'll probably make a split off of these guys.
If
So-
you're taking care of.
But you haven't seen any
And probably half of these
cells or-
bees
Nope.
are out foraging right now. So the
Cups.
hive has more bees in it.
Now, when you do an inspection, should you do an inspection on every frame? or
Do
just
you
pick
work
out
the bees with him
a
at
handful of
home?
frames to kind of get a
You
sense?